Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Senior Safety Advice Daily Podcast, your daily moment of calm, guidance, and encouragement as we navigate aging, caregiving, and living well together. Today's episode feels a little special. It's a Thanksgiving reflection on Thanksgiving Day, a moment to pause and talk about something that often deepens with age. I'm talking about gratitude. Not the kind that's loud or performative, but the quiet kind, the gratitude that grows in the cracks of everyday life, especially as we get older. Thanksgiving has a way of bringing up mixed emotions. For some, it's filled with family, laughter, and tradition. For others, it's a little quieter now. Maybe someone is missing. Maybe health or distance has changed how you celebrate. And yet, even in those quieter or lonelier seasons, gratitude still finds a way to speak. It might come as a memory, a smile, or a moment of warmth that reminds you that life still holds goodness. Aging has a way of teaching us that gratitude isn't just about the big things. It's about noticing, really noticing, the small, steady gifts that make up a life. I remember working with a senior man in Florida. He was in his late 80s. He lived alone. His wife had passed several years before, and his health was just beginning to decline. So during a home visit close to Thanksgiving, I asked if he had plans for the holiday. He said, "Oh, nothing fancy, just me, some soup, and football on TV. Then he smiled and said something I'll never forget. I'm just paraphrasing here. He said, I used to miss all the noise of Thanksgiving, the kids running around, the smell of the turkey, the chaos. But now I'm just thankful for the quiet, for waking up, for being able to get to my chair without falling." I thought that was kind of funny. "For the neighbor who checks in on me. That's enough." Honestly, I loved his outlook, and he quickly became one of my favorite patients. He taught me that gratitude doesn't shrink with age, it just shifts. It becomes simpler, purer, and more about presence than possessions. And as we grow older, we all know that life slows down, thankfully for some. And in that slower rhythm, we start to see what really matters. The older adults I've worked with often tell me that gratitude becomes more natural with time. Not because life gets easier, but because the small things mean more. A phone call, a warm meal, a good laugh, a pain-free morning. Oh, I would love that. A shared memory that still brings a smile. Science actually backs this up. Studies show that older adults tend to experience more frequent feelings of gratitude than younger people. Part of that is perspective. After decades of ups and downs, you realize how fragile and precious each day is. And that realization makes gratitude not just a choice, but a way of living. Gratitude doesn't just feel good emotionally. It's good for the body. It's good for the brain. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that gratitude reduces stress, improves sleep, and even supports immune health. For caregivers and older adults alike, practicing gratitude regularly can lower anxiety and boost resilience. But here's the key. Gratitude isn't about pretending everything is just fine. It's about recognizing that even in difficulty, there's still something to hold on to, something that grounds you. Maybe it's a kind neighbor. Maybe it's the comfort of your home. And maybe it's simply the fact that you've made it through another year. Gratitude is what makes us see that we are still connected to life, even as it's constantly changing. So this Thanksgiving, I want to invite you to try something simple, what I call 3 gentle gratitudes. You can do this while cooking or resting, or even sitting quietly after a full meal. So number 1, gratitude for the past. Think of one memory that still warms your heart. It could be from childhood, a favorite holiday, or a moment of laughter with someone you miss. Let yourself feel thankful for having lived that memory, for having loved, and for having been loved. Number 2, gratitude for the present. Look around you now. Maybe there's a cozy blanket, a smell of food, a familiar voice, the sound of the wind outside, or the fireplace crackling. Say to yourself, this moment matters. And number 3, gratitude for the future. This one can be hard when the future feels uncertain. But gratitude here means hope, the belief that there are still small joys waiting ahead. Maybe tomorrow's sunrise, or the great weather tomorrow, maybe a new friend, maybe a laugh you haven't had yet, a new comedian that you find on TV. You don't need to write these down. Just think them, past, present, and future. Breathe them and let your heart rest just for a moment. If you're a caregiver listening today, I want to speak to you directly. You may be spending your Thanksgiving caring for someone, cooking, cleaning, organizing, maybe feeling too tired to feel thankful at all. But your work is gratitude in motion. Every act of care, every moment of patience, every smile you offer, that's love in its purest form. So please, take a second to thank yourself. You deserve it. You're not just helping someone live better. You're teaching everyone around you what love looks like. And that is something to be deeply grateful for. And if this holiday feels lonely, please know that you're not alone. Many people feel that way this time of year, especially when traditions change or loved ones are gone. Try this. Instead of focusing on what's missing, notice what remains. Maybe it's a memory that still makes you smile, or a neighbor who waves, or a favorite song that brings comfort. Let those small things remind you your life still holds meaning and you still matter deeply. Sometimes gratitude begins not with joy, but with tenderness, the quiet realization that even in the ache, love is still there. Thanksgiving is often seen as a day for feasts and family, but it's really a day for reflection, a day to pause and remember that even with life's challenges, and we all know there are many, there's still so much to be thankful for. Gratitude in aging isn't loud or flashy. It's gentle, steady, and full of grace. It's knowing that each sunrise is a gift, each sunset can be a pleasure. That kindness still matters. That love once given never disappears. So whether your table is full or quiet today, I hope you find a moment, just one, to whisper thank you to others or to yourself, and to yourself. Because gratitude doesn't need an audience. It just needs your heart. I want to thank you for spending this Thanksgiving with me. If this reflection touched you, share it with someone who might need a little warmth today. You'll find more gentle encouragement, caregiving support, and daily inspiration at seniorsafetyadvice.com. Come back tomorrow for another moment of calm, guidance, and encouragement right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Until next time, take care of yourself and the ones you love.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.